Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another day in my life. So today I'm giving you updates on what has been happening here on our little homestead in the city. I'm showing you what I ate and I'm showing you how I've been making my very own DIY diaper wipe solution. I've also been attempting to cut out dairy for a little bit to see how it affects Logan, so I'll show you some of the food that I ate. I'm also finally going to be explaining how Dan rubs my hips. You guys know I deal with a lot of hip pain, so I'm actually weirdly excited to share that. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn on those notifications so that you are alerted every time that I upload. Oh, and don't forget to check out the info box for today's giveaway. And with all of that being said, let's hop right in. So we're starting off this video at one of my new favorite things about Nashville in the summer, and that is the peach truck. Now this is pretty cool because this is just like a farm in Georgia that grows peaches that sets up these trucks where you can just buy peaches directly from them. We've probably bought like 8 bags now or something like that, and all of the peaches have been so delicious. This like officially makes me feel like a Southern resident and I love it. By the way, when I got home, I decided I wanted a couple of my nut-filled dates. And then I also decided to have some of this kewt cherry amaretto ice cream. Guys, if you're trying to go dairy-free, I can't recommend this stuff enough. It is so good. It's actually upsetting. So just had to tell you. All right, more random food. I'm not sure when I had this because I eat like all kinds of meals all throughout the day, but I had some avocado toast, surprise, surprise, with some cheddar cheese, some hard-boiled eggs with salt and pepper on top, and a couple of fresh sliced peaches, as well as some pistachio nuts, and then of course some iced tea. So I made my way up to the bedroom to get a little bit of like random work done that I wanted to get done in the room. So I filled up my oil diffuser. This shot really stinks, by the way. I don't know why I thought that this was like a good camera angle, but hey, you can see what I'm doing. Then I changed Logan's diaper. And then it was time to make our diaper wipe solution. So recently I bought, I want to say like 24 reusable cloth wipes off Amazon from Grovia. And so what I decided to do is get these 3 Perry bottles and basically make solution every few days that we can like pull from. So when one bottle runs out, we pull the next one, all the way to the 3, and then I make a new batch. So basically all I did for this solution, and there's so many recipes out there, I think I even pinned a couple on my Pinterest. I basically filled them up with water, added some organic extra virgin olive oil, then I added a couple of drops of 100% pure lavender oil. Then I added a little bit of Castile soap to each bottle as well. Maybe like a quarter of a teaspoon, half a teaspoon. Then I secure the lids, and every time that we go to use the solution, we shake up the bottle and then squirt the individual pad that we're going to be using. We've been using this stuff for a couple of weeks, and so far we've liked it. Speaking of babies, Logan and I proceeded to take our bath after this, and I used this Seedlings Calm baby wash. I love it. I love the scent. I love that it doesn't hurt his eyes. And then when Dan took him out of the bath, they laid down in the bed and they fell asleep like this. Guys, too cute. All right, so we're cutting to a random chicken scene. This was actually like one of the chicken's last days in a crate. They've moved to a bigger space, but Zoe is obsessed with the chickens. So whenever they were in their crate, you could pretty much always find Zoe hovering over the top of them. So Dan brought the chickens out into the backyard. He likes to do this to let them roam, hang out, stretch their wings, all that jazz. I ended up coming down with Logan as well and just checking out our little seedlings. If you saw my last day in my life video, we only recently transplanted our seedlings outside for our summer garden. So we came out, got a little bit of sun, and I got in all of the baby kissies. Baby kissies are addicting, just saying. So I didn't really know what I wanted to eat for sure on this night, but I knew that I wanted to roast some veggies for my meal. So I cut up this sweet potato that I had on hand. As well as some red onions and, are those purple onions? I don't know what you would technically call these. And then some carrots. Then I threw them into a bowl and I added a little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper. I also decided to chop up some red bell pepper to add to the mix as well. So this is weird, but I never actually got the end clips of these. I just ended up eating them by themselves. I had them on hand. I roasted them. So now we're gonna move on to another meal. So I chopped up all of these veggies, tomatoes, bell peppers, mushrooms, and onions to stir fry them. Then I took some kale that my sister had left at my house on accident and I decided I would do her a favor and cook it up before it went bad. I knew she would want someone to eat it, so I took that burden on myself. And then I also threw my tomatoes into the mix and I just continued to stir all of that up while it cooked. Next up, Dan made me some fried eggs. Okay, so I can make fried eggs. Let me just say, actually today, I made 2 perfect fried eggs, but my odds are not as good as Dan's. Dan, very frequently makes them perfectly, and I tend to kind of bust them open more regularly than him. So he cooked my fried eggs for me on this day. Then I put my fried eggs on top of my veggie mix, and then I went to fill up some ice in my mason jar to make some more iced tea. How many times can you guys see me make iced tea? Side note, I've actually been a really big fan of dresses lately. I feel like I'm able to move really freely, and with the summer weather now, it's nice to just have the breeziness. So I also decided to take some of this Kite Hill almond milk yogurt. Now I would not like this plain because it's plain and unsweetened, but I decided to take a little bit of this as well as some of my peaches from the peach truck that I cut up into little pieces. Then I scooped my yogurt into my little ramekin. Next up, I added some Wetter Spoon raw Manuka honey, as well as a little bit of our homemade vanilla extract. I highly recommend making your own vanilla extract because it turned out amazing. So yeah, then I mixed all of that together. Added in my peaches. Then I added in some hemp hearts for protein, good fat. You guys know I'm always looking for reasons to add hemp hearts to everything. Then, of course, I had to have some Newman's Own cookies after that meal because I don't even know. I'm trying to think of an excuse. I don't have one. I wanted some. They're delicious. Logan has been sleeping using his Ollie swaddle a ton over the last month. We are officially obsessed with them. They work so well. And on this day, he was in his Ollie swaddle and he had his little muslin cloth swaddle blanket thing next to him that he loves just having close. And while he was napping, I decided to roll out my yoga mat and get a little bit of stretching done. I also, side note, thought I would show you this Instagram story post that I posted because it moved me, guys. It moved me. People, I am feeling so much better than I was feeling like the previous 2 months, but it was like 7 weeks of a lot of pain. And I still kind of have days where I'm like, am I about to throw my neck out? But thank God I haven't. I'm just, trying to be gentle, but keep moving and hopefully going in the direction of healing in my neck. And then, continuing to deal with my other stuff. And one of the things that has been kind of an ache and pain for me for a long time is a deep hip, like almost ache. And so Dan does this thing for me where he goes in with his elbow and he hits trigger points in my hip and we'll kind of work around different areas. It is so satisfying. And I wanted to throw out there for any of you that maybe deal with hip pain and feel like you can't ever get it massaged deep enough, or maybe your partner feels like their hands are tired, try having them use their elbow because Dan can give so much pressure on just the right areas for me without like hurting himself. So yeah. By the way, it's amazing how fast Logan is developing because this footage was shot only like a couple of weeks ago and he is standing way more now. Like this was just the first like day or so where he started really like locking his legs more. And yeah, development is crazy, guys. It moves so fast. Sometimes I feel like I'll put him to bed and then he'll wake up from a nap like almost a different baby or like he's gotten bigger or something. It's a trip. Random shot of my tower garden. You haven't been seeing much of this because my tower garden has been in a poor state for a while, just due to being pregnant, delivering, life. But I did have a couple of nice green plants growing and I wanted a salad this night. So I picked a bunch of salad off. I had some pickled beets on top, some brisket, tomatoes, I think some cilantro, salad dressing, and then I had some sourdough toast as well as another peach because I will probably be consuming pounds and pounds of peaches this summer. Now, this is kind of a fun update. I really wanted to get Logan a play gym, but I've felt really confused as to like, I don't know, this sounds weird, but like what the point is or why he would want one. As I was looking into all of this over the last few months, I kept stumbling upon this Love Every baby play gym. And I mean, whether this matters or not, I like reading all of the thought that has been put into the design of this play gym in terms of like how you can help your baby develop by playing with this toy or this gym. So on this day, Dan unboxed it, got it all set up, and I just had to show you. I was so excited to finally have this. I've been looking at this since before Logan was born. So also on this day, I received my monthly essential rewards order. And the products that I got this month are an orange oil, this CBD orange tincture, a deep relief roller bottle to support, sore muscles, achy joints, a bottle of lavender, a bottle of Valor, and a bottle of Seedlings Calm. I get so excited when I get my monthly ER order, just saying. So we needed to get out of the house this day, and I needed some cronuts from $5 Bakery. Duh, guys. So we made our way out to this little hangout area in between the coffee shop and $5 Bakery, and we just kind of hung out, soaked up the sun, enjoyed the breeze. By the way, I get the Purist, and I also get the Quinn. And yes, I typically tend to get both because I like to alternate back and forth in the flavor that I'm eating. It's so good. Also, can we just all acknowledge how cute Logan is right now? Look at his little smile. So I mentioned that we've really been liking the Ollie Swaddle. Well, another update in Logan's sleep life. You guys, you have to remember, I knew nothing about babies. So one thing that I'm learning right now, Logan is about 5 months, is that you kind of, at least for Logan, I'm going to speak in generalizations, but you kind of have to help your baby sleep during the day. It almost seems like Logan crossed a point where he gets FOMO and doesn't want to go to sleep when he's tired, but he needs to go to sleep in order to be like a pleasant human, as well as for his body to grow and just, I don't know, seem more comfortable in life. So lately we've kind of been messing around with Logan's nap, if you want to call it his schedule, and the Ollie has also been very useful in this process. So on this day, when I was laying Logan down for his nap, I decided to hang out next to him for a little bit and read from the booklet that came with the Love Every Play Gym, because it had a bunch of just random thoughts and tips around babies at different ages. And I was just curious as to what they had to say. So I kind of thumbed through that while Logan dozed off. So yeah, guys, that is it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Be sure to check the info box for today's semi-secret, but not actually secret giveaway. I will hopefully see you back here soon with another new video. And with all of that being said, that's all. All right, bye guys.